Our next talk is from Dr. Chandra Mohan sir. He is a consultant urologist and MD Preeti Urology and Kidney Hospital, Hyderabad. Sir is known for his jubilant personality apart from excellent surgical skills in different urology surgeries. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. Respected Mahesh Desai sir, President-elect USA Mallikarjun sir, Mihir sir, Anil Varshne sir, and other seniors on the board. I thank Nitish, Rahul, Anil, all the team Alto for giving this opportunity. My talk is on BPH, bipolar VAPO enucleation. Same thing like what Mallikarjun sir has spoken about, but with different loop and different company. Even though there is no conflicts of interest, I will be talking about the Hermann loop made by the Karl Storz. So I will be telling the advantages of that. Before I go to my presentation, so you are able to see the slide, sir?
Yes, we are able to see, sir.
Yeah. So what an urologist and patient expects, that's the most important thing. That's why for 3 decades, TURP, both bipolar and monopolar have not changed as the gold standard. Less bleeding, no incontinence, easy to learn, go home early for patient, not for the surgeon, never come back again. Patient does not want to come back again in his lifetime. Last, cost effective also. This is a common surgery done by first year resident, second year resident, third year resident. I say that learning curve for URSL and TURP is slightly lesser when compared to laparoscopy. That's why monopolar, bipolar, TURP are still gold standard. My experience is enucleation is limited. Bipolar with Olympus loop I have done. Thulium fiber laser enucleation I have done. TFL, not thulium laser. Now Karl Storz Hermann loop. This bipolar is gold standard. Enucleation with Olympus loop has steep learning curve and incontinence more. Only few surgeons like Malik sir are doing for decades and not many able to adopt that. That means it has steep learning curve. We have to accept. Laser enucleation is good. Many are doing now. But if you want to do with high wattage, it is not cost effective. Open and robotic enucleation should not be compared with endoscopic enucleation. It's not correct. Why? Because like Mihir sir has shown, and many seniors who have done open prostatectomy simple, they all go from bladder neck to Veru. You can't compare with endoscopy. When you are doing that, your hand puts a lot of pressure on the posterior wall of the bladder. Nothing will happen with that. But when you do endoscopical enucleation, you are putting pressure on the bulbomembranous region, which is unfortunately the sphincter, and the entire sphincter is stretched. On that axis only you are doing. That's why stricture even in TURP happens. So if you are doing enucleation, we cannot forget this. The minimal number of movements, the minimal damage to the sphincter. That too, most of the TURP is front-back movement. Like in laparoscopy, front and back is easiest movement and causes less trauma to the port, to the urethra. Once you rotate under the severe stress, where the urethra size is usually not that adequate in India with 26 French. So when you start rotating, when you start doing other movements, prostate is not a straight structure. It has a convexity. When you go in that convexity, experience matters. When you go exactly in the middle part of the prostate, then experience matters. To reduce that stress, this loop, I have seen Professor Hermann from Germany operating at Ahmedabad. I was impressed because even in submucosal plane, anteriorly, he was to enucleate. He easily enucleated. So when you have such precision of submucosal enucleation, the chances of putting pressure on the urethra and bulbomembranous sphincter is less. With that introduction, I am going with this. Now zones, you will never see the zones in when you do TURP. I have never seen any zone. It is theory. These zones are never seen. Only seen is pseudo capsule and original capsule. Original capsule you don't want to see in TURP. You don't want to see because you will be outside. Only capsule which is pseudo capsule. No zones. Pseudo capsule is formed when the large gland is there. That's why enucleation is good for large gland. When we do fibroadenoma of the breast, if it is very large, it's very easy. Cut the capsule pseudo and the entire finger, it will come out. But very small, if you attempt in deep, it is very difficult. It applies to enucleation. So bipolar TURP is more easy in small glands. That's what recommendations are there. Now coming to the blood supply, enucleation when you are doing, blood supply is very important in any part of the surgery. Already it is discussed, I am not going into the detail. There are many sphincters described, but you cannot see any sphincter, only one sphincter which is closing. You can't see 5-6 sphincters. When you do anatomy, when you do surgery, you have to be practical. What you see is when you are going, something will closes and at the end, it should be closing. It should not be widely open. You may show very big opening, but wide opening means you have something opened the sphincter also, then it will leak. That leak may be temporary, but 3 months leak in private practice, intolerable to the surgeon. It's very difficult to convince. Every time patient OPD stands outside, we feel inside stress. What should I explain now? There are occasions I supplied pads for 3 months. This also cannot be seen. Only bulbomembranous sphincter is endoscopic view is contraction. That's only 0.5 centimeter. This is the way. Now bipolar technology is 100% accepted because it should be between the two loops. It cannot be one loop where internally or through the sheath current should not go. Two loops which are there. Obviously, if my screen can be seen, you can see two loops like this, and this is the loop. So that is essential. Now enucleation can be done by laser or high frequency surgery. We are not comparing with laser because I use commonly TFL for stone also. I know it can be easily done, but it's too pointing. You can go anywhere with your knife. It's like knife. It's too pointing. It's a knife versus like a cautery coagulation. So bipolar combination of vaporization. For example, if you observe some of the bipolars, they don't coagulate. They cut very well. So unless you have high wattage, what is high wattage? 400 they have kept in this Herman loop along with autocon. And second thing is voltage also 1 kV. Advantage is a focused bleeder. If you touch one time, it coagulates, then you go easily. If you keep on coagulating, it becomes dark. The more you do like that, irritative symptoms may be more. With this instrument, I am feeling, my experience is limited. I am feeling that sharpness of cutting and intensity of the coagulation are precise. It is already published paper by Herman in 2020. This paper is only 47 cases. Thousands of holmium laser enucleations are done. So it cannot be compared. It's evolving. It's all engineering. So many loops are here. All are engineering. Everybody is thinking that how to push and at the same time coagulation. Now with this, I will go to this is the mission. No need to go detail like any other mission. This slide is important because it is 30 degree is very important for TURP. You cannot say that 0 degree can be done. No, 90% of your gland is below. Like in laparoscopy, you use 30 more, you use 0, you can do it. 90% of the gland you have to resect on the floor. Naturally, floor will be seen by 30 degree better than 0 degree, unless in stricture urethra OIU. The same time, this loop advantage, if you see carefully, the top part which is there will not be seen by you. No need, because top part is part of your sheath. Top part is pushing part, which is rigid, and bottom part is the loop, which is not a loop. It is a solid structure with a end, straight end. Straight end always fits into the curvatures, whereas solid will dip it and coagulate. So 30-degree, you will see only the Hermann loop, but not the pushing part. That's an advantage. If you see two, what is doing what, you will confuse. Better to see only one. You can't see two and then keep on doing. That's the advantage. Now, it can be fitted in normal Coral Starch instruments, 26 and 24, inside sheath, outside sheath. Everybody will buy after your MCH. Same thing, only loop change, cartridge same. You start doing it. Whenever you cannot do it, change. No other instrument, no 0 degree, no 12 degree, no separate incisions, no separate this thing. That's the advantage. Now coming to the papers, enucleation papers, lot are there. All of them are saying that they are discharging on first day or second day. In my short number of patients, discharged on third day only. The only advantage I am telling honestly is incontinence is less. Why, I will tell. This is the way it looks. You don't see the top part of the loop. You see only the bottom part with a sharp edge, which causes cutting, and the blunt edge causes coagulation. It don't rotate. It does not rotate. And this is the way you give incision. This is the way you push. This is the way at the end it looks. Now procedure wise, you can leave it attached and do TURP like thing what Mallikarjun sir demonstrates, but you can push. Ideally, any enucleation, push into the bladder, do with the marcellation. That is correct. If somebody takes the loop again cutting, everybody in conference says that, "Arey, itna to I can do it this much easily. By half an hour I finished." Most of the TURPs are finished in 1 hour. Even this procedure, when I am doing it, is taking 1 hour 45 minutes for me. Your shoulders also ache a little bit. So you have to keep this in mind. Probably this may not be there in high wattage holmium enucleation. This is the settings of the, I'm not going into the details of the marcellation. I'm using Storch marcellation. Now coming to the literature, only one article is there. So my voice should be on the lower side, only to make you listen. I'm speaking loudly. Otherwise, evidence-based medicine, it is evolving. Now coming to the Hermann, how he demonstrated, because I am not experienced, how he demonstrated, we have to show first. So this is the procedure by Hermann, professor. He has experience with Olympus also. He designed this loop. You observe here. It will be very, very precise, but little slow. Time of the surgery, we should not take into consideration, especially if the size of the access, the size of the working element is small. You should do a clean, neat procedure. As many said, don't leave the gland. You can see clearly. I am not seeing this much clearly. I will show 3 of my videos, and it is crystal clear enucleation with less cost, single loop, thick loop. 4 mm is the loop thickness, whereas this thickness is approximately 7 mm. Why I'm telling is that it will be useful for 7 cases. Everybody will ask, what is the loop cost? How many cases it will come? Every case, if you have to spend 10,000, will you do TURP in India? There are people who are doing only for 10,000, but the loop should come for a long time. That is very essential. Cost effectiveness should be there. Otherwise, we cannot replace bipolar TURP or monopolar TURP. With this, I will show my video. After that, I will end the maybe another 5 minutes. I will be ending my talk. Now, this is my video. I have less experience. So you can see here, very good vision. You cut 4-5 millimeters, you leave mucosa in front of. I have seen his video and following the same surgery, so that incontinence is less. All sphincters are there, but you can't see them. Only you can see is groove. If the groove is beyond where you are afraid, if groove is away towards the proximal part of the verruc, you are happy. Once a large gland, groove cannot be proximal to the verruc. See here, wherever I want, I can make incision and go to the capsule. Even if I want to leave ½ centimeter prostrate in the groove, I can do this with it. It cannot be done with the manual rotation. You have to go in entire proper plane after cutting mucosa. You have to entirely enucleate. We don't want that. We don't want incontinence. Here, a sharp cut at the edge can make you ½ centimeter leave. Submucosally, you can go and enter into the plane. By chance, If you miss a plane also, you can fresh enter the plane. After that, you should not miss the plane. And one more thing I learned from Hermann procedure is, when you see here, little push, you are not seeing the pushing loop here. Unless you see the loop, you cannot. See, anteriorly, when you push, you have to go into a proper plane. Here I am not at all cutting anything. Everything with fast incision, because it is high kV and high wattage current, it cuts. This blunt object is cutting is the biggest advantage. When you make a proper plane anteriorly, this is what all the seniors are telling, that in the beginning we used to floor attack. Now you attack on the roof. Roof prostate is very small. You reach immediately the capsule there, drop down, then come laterally. It is easy. So I am able to, within 20 cases, my understanding is improving. Then I realized that probably this can be reproducible. That's what I wanted to say. Otherwise, there is nothing new in this procedure. Only thing is loop. A proper coagulation is possible. Entire surgery, you can keep it crystal clear vision. Any vessel can be coagulated because the breadth is more. Now see, I am pushing. Clearly I am pushing. Now I am already going outside the capsule, seeing bubbly fat areas. Don't go deeper than that. See, if it is bleeding, the gland is enucleated. Now second video, nothing new, same thing. And another point I wanted to tell, this is not a very vascular, small gland. Again, for small gland TURP, big gland 100 watts laser, medium gland enucleation, no. This can do small gland also very easily, because even one layer, 1 centimeter layer of the prostate also you can take out. This is such a cutting power. See, here I am cutting, leaving half centimeter of the prostate gland. Then incontinence will not happen. That mucosa opposes and incontinence. None of my patients had incontinence. Probably I might have underdone. See the capsule here so clearly. Now I am going anterior. Because this is 30 degree, you will understand whether you are on the anterior and posterior in the video. If it is 0 degree, we cannot understand where you are. Sometimes in live session, we don't understand where we are cutting. That's why these armamentarium difficult. But whereas here, it is almost like your routine lobe. See, anteriorly I am there. I am going, I am entering the bladder. Now I am on the lateral surface. Again coming on the anterior surface. Now that is a capsule. A little bit of the tissue, my experience may increase after 2-3 years. But now I am able to adequately push that. Now next video, last 2 minutes talk. Next video is also a bipolar enucleation. See, I am not cutting anything. This video I want to show how the bleeder is controlled. You see, it's a vascular gland, little bigger. You see immediately, if you don't have control, it will go back into the rectum also. That can happen in laser also. See, no directly using the loop. See, the bleeder is there, immediately coagulated. Bleeder is there, immediately coagulated. At this point, see, no other loop can coagulate so well. There will be oozing. After that, I am going into the lobe. Distal part first, only movement. It is like somebody was commenting, Jadu Pocha, front and back movement only, not the sheath, only your working element. Working element only moves here. Sheath has only one movement, that is rotation. Without rotation, you cannot do TURP. I hope I made my point clear that forward and backward movement of the working element, a bit of the rotation of the working element, and high current with 400 watts and 1 kV will make the coagulation and cutting precise, because it has edge which fits into the concavity. It has also a large bottom which coagulates. With this, I conclude my talk. So these are all enucleation by other things also. To conclude, I feel it is safe, effective alternative, possesses ideal combination of mechanical cutting and coagulation, reusable loop up to 8 cases I am using honestly. Risk of course, dilutional hyponatremia, need for transfusions are essentially limited. Learning curve is probably short is my main point I want to focus. Thank you for my team editing these videos. You can see these unedited videos also in YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alto, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Chandramohan sir, for sharing your experience on bipolar enucleation and a very insightful presentation, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Can I comment, sir?
Yeah, please.
Sir, Mahesh sir, in bipolar, we are talking many times. We have seen irrespective of the company, even in prostate, I am seeing small amount of the jerk when we come to the capsule at the bladder neck region, and it is very well seen in TURBT also. So as you said, some amount of leak also happen in bipolar TURP or bipolar instrument, even though technically it should not come. Any comment that after the, so my feeling is that for Indian urethra, at least 30%, we see small pennies putting 26 size into that without even after OTs at the level of the bulbar membrane is very tight. In such cases, what do you recommend? Do you go for 24 by now? Now companies are coming with 24 by 22.
Yeah.
Even though loop is small, it takes little time, especially for small glands. Should we change the sheath in small pennies? The moment you see the pennies, you will have idea that the urethral sizes will be less. Comment, sir.
Chandramohan, you are absolutely right. See, that is why the TURP done on an Indian patient in America or England with a 28 French, they all landed with stricture. Our urethra is small. So yes. I was the first to adapt. I mean, in my practice, I was the first to adapt the Merberger's resectoscope, which was 25. And it was not round, it was a little oblong. And then it had a loop like that, so I can take out more chips in a small. But the moment the 24 came, I go. I think if nowadays like Miniper, as more energy comes, like if you are doing laser, why do you need a more bigger telescope?
Yes,
they can make
yes.
a small, and a laser fiber can do it, you know.
Yes, sir.
So I think we should respect the normal anatomy. That
Yes.
is most important, and the manufacturer should reduce that size of the scope. Absolutely.
Yes.